Well, so in the flesh, Mr. I'm gonna kill everyone.
No, not everybody.
No, yeah, I know. Just no. But here I am today with Mr. James Yeager, as we know him, Yeager.
And here I am with Colion Noir.
No, so we came out here for a 3-day, which for me has turned into a 2-day hunt.
If we go by an 8-hour workday, you've been here a week.
Which is true. Which is very true. Yeah, you don't realize how out of shape you really are until you start trying to hunt.
And you don't eat and you don't sleep.
Exactly. Yeah. Well, I slept. I took a nap. I was like, no, but the first night out was really fun actually. We fared pretty well, and I know I've been giving him a lot of shit online about shooting my pigs, but no, he did probably shoot most of them.
I would have never admitted that.
Yeah. But I mean, there was one. I know for certain there was one. I expended the whole round of magazine to do it, but yeah, no, I'm just joking. No. But no, this was actually probably the second time I've hunted, like hog hunted, like outright, and I had a blast. And then when you throw in the factor with the night vision, it was awesome. It was really awesome.
Well, it was my first time hog hunting. I'm not a big hunter. You know, when I grew up, squirrels and rabbits and stuff like that. Never was into deer hunting or anything like that. So this is as an adult, this is the first time I've hunted something besides people.
Well, with that, no. Yeah, I mean, it's something to be said about running thermals in the middle of night and seeing what looks like a hog.
Taliban.
Oh, yeah, hog. We'll talk about that. but seeing what looks like to be a hog and then it's a jackrabbit.
Right.
You know, the thermals are awesome. I don't think we saw anything without thermals that night.
As our night vision expert said, use thermals to find the animal and the night vision to kill the animal.
Yeah, and that I did, all one of them.
No, that's right. And I can't imagine anybody that's a professional guide that does this that wouldn't have thermal.
Yeah, that would be a something.
But
that was a task.
I'm sorry.
No, I mean because with the night vision, which were awesome, absolutely awesome. Those pigs at that distance, you're not seeing them.
Just a little bit about the night vision that was used by all of us. We shared all these pieces. I used a PVS 14 by Not Optics the first night, and then Reed used this one last night, and it's a regular scope with a dedicated optic on the front of it, and this works really well. This is far superior to taking the PVS 14 off your helmet and stick it on the gun. This works way better than that. And what he was saying was that Gen 2 is okay if you got a good illuminator, and that kind of makes the difference. So Gen 2 with a good illuminator gets you right up there, pretty close to Gen 3.
You were using the illuminator that first night, right? You know, that whole time I was trying to figure out what the hell that was.
That light?
Literally, I thought it was just a flashlight.
That was our illuminator.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad we had this talk.
That was a fail. No, because last night when we were, I was running the illuminator last night, and I was like, this thing is awesome, And I kept trying to figure out what the hell that was, and I was like, I'm gonna leave him alone. He has a gun in his hand.
See, he's an attorney. Oh, I'm not supposed to say that.
No, yeah, go ahead.
Okay, and so he knows he slipped right then because my light was already on the pig he was aiming at, so I was there first. I rest my case. No further. No further.
No cares.
No further.
Who cares? Who cares? Okay. Shit. No. It was a blast. That first night and the second night too. It's just that I didn't hit anything the second night, which really messed me up. But the one thing that did suck about that night was that's relative. The rifle I was running was exact same setup as I had on this rifle, right? If I'm not mistaken. With the clip attachment and the illuminator. I didn't have illuminator in mine.
Right.
Yeah. And it was just heavy.
Wait. In his defense, and a suppressor.
And a suppressor, yeah. Which was probably about 50% of my height. With the bipods. In shooting, awesome. Trekking around in the middle of darkness with James Yeager, who goes 20,000 miles an hour, not so much. That's
Hey, I'm
nice.
the old guy. You shouldn't have trouble keeping up with me.
I mean, I kept up, man, but I thought you being the old guy, I get it kind of easy. I didn't expect it to work. But that setup was actually really awesome. Just was really heavy.
What's cool about that particular optic right there is this thing will clip on to your regular scope. If you don't have to have a rail system. So like, my Remington 700, my precision bolt gun. Like when I looked at that, I was like, money, because I don't have to have a rail up here. It clips on, and this mount is absolutely ingenious. Flip the lever, takes it right off, but it's a very solid mount. Like when this thing is installed, you could like pick the don't do it. You could pick the rifle up with it. It doesn't clip off. I pulled on it real hard. This is just a really neat way to mount the optic under.
I was actually initially a little bit worried about losing zero
And just flip the lever.
when mounting it on here, and I didn't really have that issue at all.
Doing what?
Losing zero.
Well, you're not moving the aiming device.
Yeah, but I always get a little.
He's right. You're right.
Yeah.
You can lose zero.
I say it again.
You can lose zero.
Yeah.
Anytime you want.
See, that's I always get. I get a little finicky about that sometimes, but I didn't really have that issue. And the thing about it was, now that I realize it, and after running this the other night, the weight was really in the suppressor.
Right.
The weight was really in the suppressor, because this is essentially the exact same setup minus the suppressor, and this was fine. This was perfectly fine.
Well, it was a heavy gun, no doubt,
Yeah.
but we also walked a long way.
Yeah, we did.
And so ounces equal pounds, pounds equals
Ounces.
pain, and you'd have to have a really, really super light rifle for you not to have been complaining by the time we got back.
Yeah. So for the guys out there who are like, oh, what's a couple of ounces on a rifle? If you're really going out there and actually doing some serious trekking and movement, it starts to add up quickly.
Or you could just do some push-ups.
Or you could just get a lighter rifle. Fatigue is fatigue. No, but I had a blast, man, and I really, really, really love the setup. I love night vision. I love nods. And I really look forward to coming back out and doing it again.
A shout out, we're at, what's the name of this place?
Spike Box.
Spike Ranch. Also,
Food is awesome.
DRT Ammo is the one who brought us out. 511 gave us some of their stuff. We're not wearing any of it, but 511 gave us a full ensemble.
Check Instagram.
But this has been a lot of fun, and for my folks that are watching, we already know that this guy is smarter and more eloquent than I am. But I'm telling you, he's a really. We talked about not optics the whole damn video.
The name of the
Yes, I did. I
I don't
guarantee you.
think we did.
Not optics.
Night Optics USA.
Welcome to the Russian space. You got goddamn Boris over here fucking jumping in there. Anyway, for my folks watching, we already know that he is not as good looking, but he's a smart, eloquent guy.
That's not what she said.
And he's a good dude. Like, I mean, when you're hanging out with him, you're hanging out with a dude. He's a really nice guy. For my folks that aren't subscribers, I can't imagine there could be many of you. And if you've never heard of him, you're wrong as dick cancer. But seriously, he's a good guy. He's a help to our movement. He is a fantastic voice for me. And we need more guys like that, and probably less guys like me. But
I mean, honestly, and I mean, we're not going to go into a tug session here, but besides, I really do want to let the world know that James Yeager is officially the Kanye West of the gun world, because he follows nobody.
because people were yelling at me, I started following you, and then as soon as as soon as I followed you on Instagram, then I got all these. You're not following me, and so now I'm like following 500 people.
No, man. But in all seriousness, man, even when I posted some of the pictures on Instagram, you get some people out there, some of the haters, man. Haters love you, man. I think some of the haters love you more than your fans.
Here's what I'll ask you. You've been hanging out with me for a couple of days. Mm-hmm. Do you think they would ever actually say that shit to my face?
I would. I'm 20 miles away. No, honestly, and that that's very interesting about your personality. That I realized, James is probably the most cocky, modest person I've ever met in my life. I'm dead serious. I'm dead serious. There's no bullshitting. There's no faking. There's none of this saber rattling. I mean, James Yeager is James Yeager, but man, he's a great guy. Great guy. All bullshit aside, I mean, if you can't talk to him for hours, there's probably something wrong with your personality. Seriously,
I appreciate
At
that.
the end of the day, it is, and I think in a lot of ways, I think people tend to mistake passion for something negative, and quite frankly, I love every minute of it. I really do.
Rock on, dude.
Yep.
What else?
Did we miss anything?
All right, for all my folks, make sure you subscribe to him. Good guy, and I'll put his link at the bottom. And he's on Instagram and he's on all that stuff. So check him out.
You are too.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah.
That's how I roll. But hey, for my folks, remember your responsibility to be ready for the fight, even at night, never ends.
And I'm Mr. Colion Noir, and we are out.